Welcome to Exampur and a very warm and very good morning to all of you. 12th of November, Saturday, another banger session of current affairs. So this current affairs, as I told you yesterday, it is a quick revision series for our SSC CGL aspirants who are going to take the exam in the next 20 days or so. All right. So in this current affairs session, we are doing everything in revision mode. As we all know, when current affairs is asked in any SSC exam, it is mostly 6 to 8 months prior to the examination. So now we have started with the November first week or so. Now we are moving to October last week and then October third week and second week and so on and so forth. All right. So current affairs with me, that is Milan. All right. Let's just start without any further ado. All right. So welcome to Exampur, daily current affairs. Yes, a very important quote, a very motivational quote. That is, if you can dream it, you can do it. Yes, if you can dream it, you excuse me, you can do it and you should do it. Okay, one life is not enough for all the dreams, so go for it, work for it. Okay, chalo. So yesterday in the yesterday session, I asked two questions. Those questions were homework to you. All right, so they were question of the day. Today I got the answers for you. Okay, so the one question, the question number one that I asked yesterday was a joint special forces exercise Khanjar. Khanjar is an annual affair between India and which other country? Okay, so between India and which other country we have this military exercise, special forces exercise called as Khanjar. The correct is the answer A, Kazakhstan, or B, Mongolia, C, Uzbekistan, or D, Kyrgyzstan. The correct answer to the question is D, Kyrgyzstan. All right. Okay. So this question can be asked this way: that Kyrgyzstan and India. Okay. So either of the country can be asked, and another way to ask this question is they will give there's a there's a joint special forces exercise between India and Kyrgyzstan. Name the exercise. So they can ask the name of this exercise also. So this question can be asked either way. So always try to remember the information. Question can be put up in any way they please to. All right. Okay. Next. So another question that I asked yesterday was, the Mangrove Alliance for Climate was launched by UAE and which other country? Okay. Yesterday we did something. COP27, Conference of Parties, okay, 27th edition, and it is to address climate change. Very important event that is going around the world, very important factor. Okay, so this meeting is going in Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt. Okay, so when you have so many countries coming together on one platform at one event, so there are bound to be certain events or certain meetings on the sidelines of that main event. For example, let's just say there are 100 countries meeting up. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5 countries, they can set up their meetings separately aside and they can discuss any matter they wish to. Okay, so it is on the sidelines of this meeting, the major event. And another thing that is signed between UAE and which other country? It's called the Mangrove Alliance. And is the answer Malaysia, India, Indonesia, or Singapore? The correct answer to this question is option C, Indonesia. Option C, Indonesia. Indonesia and UAE together, the Mangrove Alliance. I hope the questions are clear to you. All right. So these questions were homework. These were questions of the day for you yesterday. Okay. So let's start the session today. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go, guys. All right. Chalo. Let's start. First question of the day. First question of the day. Who among the following is the winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature for 2022? We all know that this prize or this award is very important. Okay, so Nobel Prize are given majorly in 6 disciplines. They are given majorly 6 disciplines. Okay, we have physics, we have chemistry, we have physiology, that is medicine, we have peace, literature, and economics. So we have 6 different disciplines. All right. So this award is given to any person who has done anything significant and important to further the mankind, to help the mankind. Any invention, any discovery, anything, any peace effort, anything that is done to further the cause of mankind, to help mankind go forward. Okay, development. So those people are selected and they are given the award. All right. Okay, so Alfred Nobel was the person on whose will we give this award. Okay, so the question is Nobel Prize for Literature. Is it A. Annie Ernaux, B. Ben Bernanke, C. Douglas Diamond, or D. Alan Aspect? The correct answer to this question is option A. Annie Ernaux. Annie Ernaux got the award for literature this year. All right. Let's also see the other winners. Excuse me. Because in the exam, they might not only ask literature, they might ask from economics, from peace, whatever they please to ask. So all these 6 should be very clear to us. The Nobel Prize winners 2022 category winners. For economic sciences, we have Ben Bernanke, Douglas Diamond, and Philip Dybvig. For research on banks and financial crisis. So the name of the people are very important who won the award. All right. I know these names sound very foreign to you, very alien to you, but you have to read them once, read them twice, read them thrice. Okay. And you don't have to remember, always remember this thing, you don't have to remember the names, you don't have to write the names in the exam. At least you should know there's someone called Ben something, there's someone called Douglas Diamond, okay, someone Diamond, very interesting name I would say. So it's very easy to remember in the exam. All the correct answers will always be given to you in the examination. You have question, you have the correct option, you also have incorrect options. But every question in the exam that is asked to you has the correct options with it. Okay. So what do you have to remember? You have to remember just in bits and pieces. If you have difficult things to remember, you can have them. You don't have to remember everything properly. You can remember, so there's a diamond in the name. Okay, very interesting name. There's Annie, very easy name to remember. Such names, you can just remember 1 or 2 words, and in the exam you can just see the option. Oh, the answer is option number C. Oh, the answer is option A. Okay, that way it works. But you have to work, like at least you have to remember once, twice, thrice. Okay. Okay, next. For peace, we have Alice Bilatsky Memorial Russian Human Rights Organization. So it is person number 1. This is an organization second, and third one is we have Human Rights Organization Center for Civil Rights, a Ukrainian one. So this award is again divided in among 3 people, or 2 organizations, 1 person. Economic sciences again 3 people. Okay, so award are divided sometimes maximum to 3 people, minimum to 1 person. Okay, for literature we have Annie Ernaux. Okay, so very easy, 1 person, easy name to remember. Next is medicine or physiology. We have Professor Svante Paavo, Swedish geneticist. So we have only 1 person here, Professor Svante Paavo. He is a Swedish geneticist. Next we have physics, Alan Aspect, John Clauser, and Anton Zellinger. Again 3 people. Okay, at max of 3 people, minimum of 1 person can be awarded the award. Next is chemistry. We have Caroline Bertozzi, Morton Murder, and Barry Sharpless. Okay, so chemistry, physics, physiology, medicine. Then we have your peace, economy, okay, and literature. All the different awards are clear to you. All right. Always remember the name and the discipline. Okay, name and discipline in which they received the award. Okay, for Nobel Prizes, there is an Indian connection also. So just allow me to tell you that we have the first award that Indians got was Rabindranath Tagore. So Rabindranath Tagore got the first Nobel Prize of India, and not just India, but also he got it for first Asian. So Rabindranath Tagore got it in 1913. 1913 for his book Gitanjali. For his book Gitanjali, I write here. And he got it in this section in the discipline literature. So for literature, for the book Gitanjali 1913, Rabindranath Tagore got the first excuse me, Rabindranath Tagore, I am writing the short form here. Rabindranath Tagore received the first Nobel Prize not only of India but of entire Asia. He was the first Indian as well as the first Asian to receive this honor. All right. Then after that, we also C.V. Raman also received Nobel Prize for Physics. He was also the first Asian to receive in science. Okay, in science he got it. So Indians have always been flag bearer of science and awards. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, chalo. Next question to you guys. Next question is question number 2. Which of the following states hosted the 36th edition of the National Games? Okay. 36th edition of National Games is hosted by which country? Sorry, which state? Which state? Okay. Is it A? Excuse me. Is it A, Tamil Nadu, B, Kerala, C, Gujarat, or D, Goa? So which of the following is the correct answer? The correct answer to this question is option C, Gujarat. Option C, Gujarat. So Gujarat hosted the 36th edition of the national games. I hope you will remember this. And another interesting thing is excuse me, the 37th edition. The 37th edition or the next one is going to be held in the state of Goa. Okay, so next one, the previous one. All right. Okay. Let's talk about something more additional about this question. Gujarat hosted the national games for the first time. So good. This was the first opportunity, the first time Gujarat hosted the games. Excuse me. The next edition shall be hosted by Goa. So okay, next is clear. The previous one is clear. All right. The first position was backed by services. Services. The first state, the first ranker was the services, and Maharashtra was the first state, was the first among states to receive. Overall position of Maharashtra was second. Overall position of Maharashtra was second. First was services. By services, I mean the army, the navy, the air force. Okay, the defense services. Okay, so they were number one, and the number two were Maharashtra. Number two overall, but first among states. Okay. Okay. Next is Gujarat's 10-year-old Shauryajeet Khaire. Another important thing is there was a small boy, a young boy by the name Shauryajeet Khaire. He performed in Malkham, and he's just of tender age of 10 years. Tender age of 10 years, and very unfortunate incident that he lost his father around 10 to 12 days ago of the before the event, and he did not want to participate, understandably so. Young chap, only 10 years old, but he showed amazing grit and determination in the national games, and he participated, and he became the youngest medal winner, and he was also given the title viral star of the games. 10-year boy won a medal. That's amazing. Next amazing thing about the games, another interesting thing about the games was Karnataka's excuse me, Hashika. Karnataka's Hashika Ramchandra, barely 14 years of age, appropriated the best female athlete, crowned with 6 gold medals and 1 bronze. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a 14-year-old girl winning 6 gold medals and 1 bronze medal? So the best female athlete, Hashika Ramchandra. So Indian sports future is in good hands, I would say. All right, chalo, let's move on next one. Okay, then excuse me. The next question is question number 3. What is the rank of India at the Global Hunger Index 2022? So what is the rank of India at the Global Hunger Index of 2022? When this list came out, a lot of hue and cry were made, and a lot of people from a lot of different quarters of the country said this ranking does not represent the true condition of hunger in the country. But nonetheless, we would still discuss, is it A 107, B 100, C 121 or D 150? I would like you to answer this question. Give me a second here. Yes, guys. So the correct answer to this question is option C 121. That's pretty far-fetched. 121 ranking is not amazing. It's not good. You should be very close to 1. If your ranking is 1, that means you have 0 to none hunger in the country, and if you have more, if you're going away from 1, that means the further you are from number digit 1, then that means you have greater hunger in the country. The situation is not that great. Okay, so we have some people joining us, some students. White Galaxy. Hello, White Galaxy. I am amazing. Thank you for joining in today, and good morning. Okay, yes, I'm very well. Thank you. I hope you are following the session, and the questions are there, the options are there. I would like you to take guess. Okay, so whenever we have any question, whenever any option, there is a 25% chance. When we have 4 options with us, there's a 25% chance that you will get it right. Okay, so take that chance. 1/4 chance is amazing. Take the chance, participate. Okay, so correct answer is 121. Rank 121. Okay, now let's talk a little more about this. India ranks below Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is ranking at 64, Nepal 81, Bangladesh 84, Pakistan is well under 100, Afghanistan 109 is the only country in South Asia that performs worse than India on the index. The Global Hunger Index is a peer-reviewed annual report jointly published by Concern Worldwide. Very, very important, and Wealth, hunger, life. Okay. So which organization take out this report? These are the organizations. So they can ask you Global Hunger Index India's ranking. Okay. And next they can ask who publishes this ranking. Okay. So very important names. Excuse me. And the global hunger index score is calculated on 100-point scale, reflecting the severity of hunger, where 0 is the best score and 100 is the worst. Okay. So it should be very close to 0 or 1. Okay. I hope White Galaxy it's clear. Alright. So if you're liking the session, please like the session, give the thumbs up, and please share the session among your friend, among your peer group, in your WhatsApp group. Alright. So if you happen to know anyone who's preparing for the exam, kindly let this session reach to them. Okay. So we are doing amazing questions, back-to-back questions, current affairs in question answer format. Okay. Okay, so question number 4 is which higher educational institution from India secured the highest ranking in the Times Higher Education Ranking 2023? So again, another question on ranking, another question on reports. So these reports, whenever you come across any reports or books or ranking, always remember who is taking out the ranking, what is the name of the ranking, and what is the rank of India. So these are 2-3 very important things. Which higher educational institution from India? So they are asking in this ranking of 2023, which higher education institute scored the best points? Scored the best point. Is it IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, or Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, IISc Bangalore? The correct answer is option D. Right answer is option D. Okay. So IISc got the best ranking. It has been placed under 251, 300 bracket. So it is pretty good by Indian standards. Okay. Understandably so, in the top 100, we had maximum institutions from the USA, from American institutes. Okay. But from India, IISc has done the best. 5 Indian universities made into world's top 500. So we have 5 universities from India which are in the rank under 500. Okay. So we have 5 universities from India. In total, 22 Indian universities made below the rank of 800. So if you push a little from 500 to 800, then we have 22 Indian universities. Globally, the University of Oxford continued to retain the top spot for the 7th consecutive year. This is an important fact. Number 1, Oxford. It has been number from the past 7 years. That's no joke, yeah. That's no joke. For the first 7 consecutive long years, you're ranking your institute number 1. Oxford, that is why people want to go to Oxford. Okay? Oxford has that legacy. Next is the record number of 179 universities from 104 countries and regions were ranked. So we had close to 1800 universities from 104 countries. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. A lot of different information from one particular question that helps you grab the question, grab that piece of information completely. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Question number 5 we have. Which Indian city has been conferred with World Green City Award 2022 of International Association of Horticulture Producer? Again, award. Okay. In the exam, awards are very important, whether they are sports award, whether they are Nobel Peace Prize, Nobel Literature Prize, okay, something to do with that, movies, Academy Awards, sports awards, prizes. So all these things are very important and very difficult to remember because you have a lot of information coming to your way. Okay, but the only one thing that works in your favor in current affairs is repeated reading. Okay, you don't have to take out your pen, you don't have to take pen and paper and sit. You can just grab a piece of paper or you can go with Exampur app. Okay, Exampur app has amazing current affairs. So you can just sit on your mobile on the app and you can read the current affairs once, twice, thrice. Okay, make it a habit that you read it before you go to bed. Before you hit bed, you're reading it once a day. If you read, and in the examination, you don't have to remember everything point to point or word to word. Just remember, okay, we have ranking. Oxford was number 1, India only 1 under 500. IISc was the name of the. Just put the tick and just move on. Okay. Okay. So which city among here? Mumbai, Lucknow, Bangalore, Hyderabad. The correct answer is option D, Hyderabad. Correct answer option D, Hyderabad. I hope our friend White Galaxy is understanding and also enjoying the session. So White Galaxy, if you're enjoying the session, give a thumbs up. All right. And I would really love if you answer in the comment section. Just take a random guess. Also, the answer to the question would be C or D. Okay, that would really help you retain things in a better way. Okay, excuse me. So why Hyderabad was awarded? Hyderabad has been awarded for its initiative relying on greater use of plants and nature to create better city environments and help fulfill local aspiration for improved economic, social and environmental resilience. Next is the award acknowledged Telangana's program of Telangana Ku Harita Harams large scale tree planting program taken up from 2015-16. So the award is given to state of Hyderabad because of the beautification. Okay, so really well use of plants and nature to create better city environment. So that is why it is given, and it is important to have a very harmonious relation with the nature. Okay, so that is what they got the award for. Okay, next one, question number 6. All right. So next, again a question from awards. Okay, so asking a winner of Britain's Booker Prize 2022. Okay, quick revision. Is it A. Shehan Karuntalika, B. Ian McEwan, C. Alexander Pushkin, or D. Hamid Ismailov? So, out of the 4, which is the correct answer? The correct answer would be A. Shehan Karuntalika. So, he is a Sri Lankan, by the way. He is of Sri Lankan descent. Okay, he's from Sri Lanka. He's from Sri Lanka. Okay, so Sri Lankan author. Okay, they might also ask you that award. They would give the name of the person. This person is winner of this award. He is from which country? So they can also ask you this way. Okay, Sri Lankan author Shehan Karuntalika has won Britain's Booker Prize 2022 for fiction for his work The 7 Moons of Mali Almeida. 7 Moons of Mali Almeida. The name of the book is very important. Okay, the name of the book, the name of the author, his nationality. Okay, so on these factors, you should always look any question on books and authors from these 3 perspectives: name of the person, the name of the book, okay, and the nationality is from. Okay, next is Karuntalika, 47, the second Sri Lankan to win the award. Prior to this, Michael Ondaatje won in 1992 for his book The English Patient. Okay, so previous winner, not so important, not just for your information, not so important, but this is important. Okay, let's move on. Next one, Fadafat. Okay, question number 7. Question from the sporting world. Question from the sporting world. Who among the following won the men's Ballon d'Or Golden Ball Award 2022? Again, a question of awards winner, but from the sporting world. Okay, is it A. Karim Benzema, or is it B. Lionel Messi? Is it C. Kylian Mbappe, or is it Cristiano Ronaldo? I am sure you must be very familiar with Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, but the correct answer is option A, Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema. Just to give you a heads up, Lionel Messi has won it for the maximum times. Okay, Ballon d'Or maximum times. We would talk more about this one. Real Madrid's Karim Benzema becomes the 5th Frenchman to win the prize. So he's the 5th French person from the country France, 5th Frenchman to win this award. Barcelona's Alexa Putellas, a Spanish professional footballer, has won Women's Ballon d'Or award or Ballon d'Or Feminine award. Very, very important, very important, because the question was formed for the men's winner, but this is for women's. In the category of women, Alexia Putellas. Okay, so try to remember the name of the person, both men and female. Okay, next is the most number of Ballon d'Or was received by Lionel Messi. Yes, most number of awards, Ballon d'Or awards by Lionel Messi. And can you imagine? 7 awards. Okay, that is the might of Lionel Messi. Followed by Ronaldo with 5 awards. Next is the Ballon d'Or is annually presented by French magazine France Football since 1956. This is one of the oldest and most prestigious individual award for a footballer. So Ballon d'Or is presented by a French magazine, and it is from 1956, and it is one of the oldest and most reputed award. Okay, in the field of football. I'm sure you must have heard about Ballon d'Or. So here is the full information about Ballon d'Or. Okay, all set, all clear. All right, chalo, let's do the next one. Okay, next one we have question number 8. Two more Indian beaches have made it a list of blue beaches. Okay, so we have something called as blue beaches. What is a blue beach? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. One is Thundi. Identify the other from the following. So there is a list. There is a list called as blue beaches list. Okay, as the name suggests, blue beaches, very clean, very clear, very nice beaches. Yes. So those beaches which are very clean and which are kept clean, which staff is maintained for the beaches, those beaches get this this award or this recognition, and they make a list of blue beaches. They would eventually help in tourism. Okay, whenever you want to go to a beach, when you visit a country, you're like, I want to go to a beach. Which is the best one? So here's a list of blue beaches. You can go and you can select and you can visit those beaches. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so that is the purpose. So two new ones are accommodated in the list. One is Tundi. Okay, what is the name of the other one? What is the name of the other one? Is it Kadmat? Is it Majuli? Is it Mundro? Or is it Agati? Which one? The correct answer to the question is one is Tundi, the other one is A Kadmat. A Kadmat. Okay. Just to tell you another fact about Majuli. Majuli is a river island. It's a river island. And which is the river? It is Brahmaputra. So which is the river? It is Brahmaputra. Okay. We all know what is a river. What's an island? An island is a piece of land, a landmass which is surrounded by water on all four sides. Okay, it is not connected to any land. It is all around. We have water only, and we have a landmass in between. That is an island, and the islands are generally found in oceans, in seas. Okay, but some rivers are very big. Some rivers are very big that they also have islands. So in India, Majuli is a river island, where we have a big landmass. Okay, and people live on Majuli. People live on Majuli in the river island, and all around the Majuli we have river Brahmaputra. It is surrounded by river Brahmaputra. So very interesting. You can look up on the Google, on the internet, Majuli. Very interesting information. Okay, all right. So let's talk a little more about this one. Blue beaches. Yes, blue beach is an eco label given to cleanest beaches. Very important to know in the world. So if you would refer to a list of blue beaches and then visit a place, you will not be disappointed. Okay. Now the tally of total blue flag endorsed beaches in India stands at 12. So we have around 12 blue beaches, 12 amazingly clean beaches. Okay. Chalo, let's move to the next one. Next is question number 9. Question number 9 is the National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas is celebrated, is observed on every year on which date? Okay, Rashtriya Ekta Divas or National Unity Day. Rashtriya Ekta Divas or Unity. So India is called Unity in Diversity. India is called Unity in Diversity. And why? Because we have so many religions, we have so many sects, we have so many different backgrounds, so many culture, but everyone is so peaceful. The country is moving forward, the country is progressing, and we are living in a harmonious society, even though with so much diversity. Such a concept of diversity is unfathomable to the Western society. People from the West don't understand how so much. India is not just one country; it has many countries in one country. Such is the reputation of India. Okay, such is the weight of India. Okay, so National Unity Day, and just to tell you a little more information about unity in diversity. Unity in diversity was first called by Jawaharlal Nehru in one of his speeches. Jawaharlal Nehru called India to have unity in diversity. So it was Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, so just an extra piece of information for you. Now coming to the question, the National Unity Day, Rashtriya Ekta Divas, is observed every year on October 31st. October 31st. Why so? We'll talk about it. But before that, there are some important dates here which need to be addressed. so that you can have an overall all-round information. 24th October, UN Day. UN Day, United Nations Day, 24th October. United Nations Day, 24th October. 31st October, Rashtriya Ekta Divas or Unity Day. Next is 11th November. Yesterday it was 11th November. So yesterday was National Education Day. National Education Day. And 25th December, I know you must have guessed by now, Christmas, but we're not talking about that. In India, we have Good Governance Day. We have Good Governance Day on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Okay, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. So on the birth anniversary of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, we celebrate, or we observe Good Governance Day on 25th of December. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, so the National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas is celebrated every year on October 21st to commemorate birth anniversary of India's first Home Minister. Birth anniversary of India's first Home Minister, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The Iron Man of India is called. He is referred to as Iron Man of India. This year will mark the 147th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is also known as Iron Man of India. Okay, first Home Minister of the country, first Deputy Prime Minister of the country, and also known as Iron Man of the country. If you know a little about history, after partition, during partition we had 565 princely states, and around 13 to 15 princely states went to Pakistan. Rest all the princely states were in India, and every princely state, every king was every heir to the estate was like, I am the king, I am the prime minister, this estate belongs to me, this is my country. So everyone was thinking like that. Some wanted to join India, some did not. Okay, some wanted to stay independent alone. So we had Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister of the country. He went to every single one of them, asked them to join the Indian Union and make India strong. And he with his efforts, all the princely states came together, and now we have what we know as India. If he wouldn't have done what he did, we might have to take visa to travel to Taj Mahal. Okay, we might have to take visa to travel to one of the coastal states of the country. Okay, so we should be really thankful to this person. Okay, so next again is elected president of Congress in 1931 in Karachi. Women of Bardoli. So women of Bardoli, after a satyagraha, after fighting against the British, the women of Bardoli called him Sardar. That means the chief. Okay, it means chief or leader. Okay, that title was given to him, and the title was stuck. Okay, and he was very proud of the title. Okay, next one we have question number 10, and before that we have student prepare. Okay, so you are listening and you are also answering. Very nice. All right. So I would ask student prepare to answer this one for me. Question number 10. The former US intelligence contractor Edward Snowden has recently been awarded citizenship of which of the following countries? Is it Nicaragua, Russia, Ecuador, or Austria? Take a guess. There are no right answers, wrong answer in current affairs. We are all learning. We are having fun. To have fun, to gather information, to gain knowledge, that should be the primary objective. And when you are having fun, everything is prepared. Okay, it doesn't seem like an Herculean task anymore, or an uphill task anymore. It is more comfortable. So can we have the answer from student prepare? What do you think? What is the correct answer? Just take a random guess. No worries. There aren't any wrong answers, right answers in current affairs. It's all a learning process. So just to tell you something, there's an amazing, interesting story about this one. So we had this person called Edward Snowden. There's also a documentary, amazing movies about him. If you have time, you can watch what he did. Okay. So Edward Snowden was working for CIA. Yeah. He worked for CIA, the External Intelligence Agency of the USA, Central Intelligence Agency. He was working for CIA, and CIA USA, the government of USA, was snooping, was putting its citizens under surveillance. He showed the world that USA is snooping on its own citizens. It's snooping on, so it became a major scandal, and CIA was understandably majorly embarrassed in the world, and this guy, he fled. He just ran away, he fled, and CIA wants his custody. But he went to different countries, and eventually the answer is Russia. So Russian government gave him citizenship. Now he is a Russian citizen. Okay, Russia. What better country to counter US than Russia? All right. Okay. So the story. Excuse me. So President Vladimir Putin granted Russian citizenship to intelligence contractor Edward Snowden 9 years after he exposed the scale of secret surveillance. Can you imagine that your own country is snooping on you? They're reading your messages on WhatsApp. They're reading your mails. They're tapping your phones. They know what you're doing. They know what you're planning to do. So such was the mass scale of snooping on citizens, and people were understandably, they were terrified to learn that. Okay, so National Security Agency NSA, okay, exposed. Okay. Next is US authorities have for years wanted him returned to US. Obviously, US want him to come back to US or to bring him to US anyhow, just to pay him for what he did. Okay, on espionage charges or spying charges. Okay, so this is the story of Edward Snowden. If you have time, you can watch documentaries on YouTube, or you can watch movies. So, but you should be informed, okay, about things, but not at the cost of the studies. Studies come first, and not now. We have to study first whenever you have free time. Okay. Okay. Who among the following? Next question, question number 11. Who among the following has been elected the Prime Minister of Israel? Very important country, by the way. Let me tell you, very important country. Very small country. Looks like in the shape of a dagger, a khanjar, a knife. But Israel is one strong country. Countries are terrified of Israel. Okay. So who is the new elected Prime Minister? I'll give you a small hint. He's also a veteran of Israeli politics, and he has been the Prime Minister of Israel before. Is it A. Yair Lapid, B. Boris Yeltsin, C. Mikhail Gorbachev, or D. Benjamin Netanyahu? You must have guessed it by now. The correct answer is Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay? He was earlier the Prime Minister, then someone else came, and then he won the elections, and now he's the new Prime Minister. And just to tell you extra, this is the outgoing Prime Minister. Okay? Outgoing Prime Minister of Israel. Okay, so it was Yair Lapid, and now it is Benjamin Netanyahu. Alright, let's do the next one. Final results showed Mr. Netanyahu's Likud party. So he belongs to which party? Likud party. And its ultra-nationalist and religious partners capturing solid majority in Israel's Knesset. So what is Knesset? It's their parliament. Like we have Lok Sabha, we have Rajya Sabha. It's called, ours is called Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Israel's called Knesset. Okay? Yair Lapid is the outgoing PM. We have all discussed this one. Okay? All clear? All set? Let's go next one. Alright. Next one. Okay, before we go any further, let me tell you something about the Marathon Express. Marathon Express is coming on the station Exampur. Alright, so Marathon Express coming on the station Exampur. When it is coming? It is coming on Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday in the form of general awareness from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then platform number 1 is general awareness. Platform number 2 is reasoning. Reasoning 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thursday. Back-to-back questions, back-to-back express marathons, back-to-back revision sessions. Alright, we have very less days. The days are numbered for CGL examination. What do you have to do? You have to do maximum questions, practice, practice. Make mistake, rectify them, do not repeat them, and clear the cutoff and get that job, get that dream job, get that dream position in life. Next platform number 3 is static GK. Monday, Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then another platform number 4, math 6 to 9 p.m. Wednesday. And then we have platform number 5 the name of the platform is English platform, 6 to 9 p.m. Saturday. Okay, so this is the express that we have. Okay, so let's move next one. Now, the express, current affairs express. Now we have current affairs express. The current affairs express is on question number 12. Okay, so Arun Bali recently passed away from which of the following fields? He recently passed away. He was from which of the following fields? Was he from cinema? Was he from politics? Was he from sports? Or was he from art and culture? So Arun Bali, a very veteran, very well known. If you have followed some cinema, yes, some cinema, you must have heard about Arun Bali. Okay. Arun Bali is seasoned actor, best remembered for playing Kumar Singh in Swabhiman, passed away at the ripe age of 79. The actor passed away in Mumbai. So nothing much to discuss about him. Such questions do come in exam. This famous person, he passed away. He was from which field? Okay. So such questions can ask in the exam. Can be asked in the exam. Next question number 13. Dash are financial instruments that generate proceeds for investment in environmentally sustainable, climate suitable projects. So now what is more important? What is more important? The most important thing is this, my friends, climate. If climate is in your favor, anything is possible. If you are doing everything in the world, but we have earthquakes, we have tsunamis, we have landslides, we have mudslides, we have cloud burst, every single thing that is imaginable, that can go wrong, that can wreak havoc, climate can do for you. An imbalanced climate can do it for you. Okay. It's said that there were dinosaurs before. We all know that there were dinosaurs before the human evolution, and they all were wiped off from the face of the earth. We are not sure how and why, but most probable argument or most solid argument that is given, an asteroid hit a meteorite hit the earth, and there was this nuclear winter. Okay, and there was no green vegetation, the sunlight was blocked, and everyone was washed away. Okay, everyone died. Same is true to some extent about Harappan, not an asteroid or not a meteorite impact, but there was a drought, the river changed its course, and it was no more a viable option to live in those fields because water was scarce. So anything can be possible if climate goes wrong for you. So why I'm telling you all this? Because the government wants financial instruments. Governments want proceeds or money to be invested in such projects that are environmentally sustainable. You cannot have industries, fuel guzzling in industries, or they're throwing out air pollution or water pollution every single day, 365 days a year into the environment. That would be counterproductive for the future generations. Okay, so climate suitable projects and environmental sustainable financial instrument. Very important question. So is it the correct answer is red bonds, B brown bonds, C blue bonds, or green bonds? So which one is correct one? If you have to take a guess, whenever you see environment in the question, and if the options are from colors, that is red something, blue something, green something, black something, all, if you don't know the answer, you can take a very comfortable guess, and that is in the form of the color green. So green bonds is the correct answer. Okay. Okay, so green bonds, yes. Green bonds are financial instruments that generate proceeds from investment in environmentally sustainable and climate suitable projects. Union Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, approved the final sovereign green bonds framework of India. So it has been approved by the minister herself. Okay. Next, let's move on to question number 14. Recently, a cyclone named Dash hit Bangladesh. So there was this cyclone in Bangladesh. We have to tell the name of the cyclones. Is it Sitrang, B Gulab, C Ganymede, or D Amphan? The correct answer is option A, Sitrang. Option A, Sitrang. This is the cyclone that hit Bangladesh. There is option number C. It's a very different option. I would like to speak about this one. Why? Because it is the largest moon of Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet of our solar system. It has many moons, okay, many natural satellites, and Ganymede is the biggest one. Okay, so just an extra piece of information for you. Okay guys, let's move on to the next one. Let's talk a little more about this one. So cyclone Sitrang, heavily populated area of Bangladesh, it plowed through Bangladesh low-lying parts. Now what's a tropical cyclone? A tropical cyclone is an intense Circular storm that originates over warm tropical oceans and is characterized by low atmospheric pressure, high winds and heavy rains. Okay, so that's basically a cyclone for you. We will talk about cyclones more in detail in geography. Okay, that is the portion where we talk more about cyclones, wind format, wind pattern, insolation and everything. Okay, and everything in between. Okay. So very important now, Exampur app. Okay, we have sessions on YT. Of course, on YouTube we do a lot of sessions, but where is the fun? The fun lies in app. Why? Let me point out different points for you. Excuse me. One live paid course with test series. So whenever we launch a course, whenever there's a notification, whenever there's a exam coming up, so we launch a course for that, a batch for that. Okay, and we have test series. So what's the fun of studying if you're not evaluating yourself? So you have to go with test series. So that is there. Free subject wise and topic wise quizzes with report card. So we have subject wise, topic wise quizzes with report card. So report card is maintained, all the performance is maintained. You can gauge your performance. You can take course correction. Okay, course corrective measures. Next is job alert, admit card and exam date. So excuse me, job alert, so as you never miss any notification date that this notification is out. It will be sent directly to you, so that's a big win, big plus. Admit card is also would be there, the link would be there in the app and the exam date. So if you are preparing for any government exam, you do not have to look any further, just the Exampur app. Download it now. Okay, download the app and everything is on there. One stop journey, Exampur app start to end. Okay, everything is placed there. Next is all exam previous year PDF solution. What more you can ask? Yeah, what more you can ask? Previous year examination PDFs with solution, not only question but with solution. Okay, so you can always see what kind of questions come in the exam. Next, free All India scholarship test with report card. So you can also see, you can also have scholarships. You can also have scholarships. So that is also a big plus. Then we have topic-wise free live classes. Free live classes. Can you imagine free live classes? That too topic-wise. So amazing benefit to you. Then we have free full-length sectional test with report card. If you have done the entire thing, you're looking for only for revision. Yes, full length. If you are not looking for the revision of the entire syllabus, but you are comfortable with, let's just say, modern India or Indian geography or just the constitution or historical background of polity part, you can go with sectional test. That's it. Yeah. So full length and sectional. So that is important. Free exam wise PDF, practice set PDF. So practice set PDFs are also available. Daily, yes, this is my domain. This is my region. Daily, weekly and monthly current affairs. So current affairs in the form of the entire month, yes. Entire week, yes. Daily on ongoing daily basis, yes. So everything is provided there. Then we have unlimited subject wise practice question. Practice as many questions as you would like to. Okay, there is no upper limit, just practice. And as the wise say, practice makes a man perfect. Alright, so download the app now and let the fun begin. Let the fun of preparation begin. You don't have to look any further. This app got it all. Exampur app got it all. Alright, okay guys. Next, question number 15. Alright. So what was the question? Which Bollywood actor has been declared as the national icon of Election Commission of India? It's a very interesting question. Election Commission of India also needs an icon. And what better than cricketers, Bollywood actors, alright? All these famous people to become their national icon. Alright. So awareness to vote, okay? Voting. To vote, right to vote is just not only your right, it's not only your right, but also your duty. Okay, it's also duty. It's our duty to have a good government. It's our duty to have a solid government. It's our duty to have to help people solid background, solid work ethic, work culture to be at the helm of the affairs. Okay, so is it A, Pankaj Tripathi, who has been selected as the national icon of election commission, or is it B. Rajkumar Rao, or is it Manoj Vajpayee, or is it Nawazuddin Siddiqui? Or all amazing Bollywood actors, all amazing artists. The correct answer to is yes, option A. As I say, Kalin Bhaiya, okay, Pankaj Tripathi, aka Kalin Bhaiya, for his character name in Mirzapur. Okay, actor Pankaj Tripathi has been declared the national icon of the Election Commission of India (ECI) for creating awareness among voters with ECI. Okay, with ECI, Election Commission of India. Actually, he played a character of a CRP police officer in the movie Newton, which had Rajkumar Rao in the lead role, wherein the role was he was tasked with conducting elections. Rajkumar Rao was tasked with conducting elections, and Pankaj Tripathi was the CRPF officer, was helping him in the Naxalite affected region, jungle area. All right. So that was a story about voting and election in the background. Who were tasked with conducting election in the jungles of Chhattisgarh faced by conflicts. Okay. So this is the story. Such little information, little extra stories always help you to grab the information with both hands. Let's go next one. Question number 16. Yes. So what does the question say? Chorabari Glacial Lake region, which was seen in the news, is located in which state? So in the news, there was some reference about Chorabari Glacial Lake. So we'll talk about it. This was a reference in which context? We'll talk about that. But the Chorabari Glacial Lake region seen in the news is in which state? Is it A. Jammu Kashmir, B. Sikkim, D. Uttarakhand, C. Uttarakhand, or D. Arunachal Pradesh? So the correct answer would be option Charlie. Option C, that is your Uttarakhand. Okay. So a massive avalanche. Now what's an avalanche? See, when we have snowfall, when we have heavy snowfall, and in the hilly areas, the mountain areas in India, we have heavy snowfall. So in the winters, we have massive white layer of snow on, deposited, or it looks like it's kept on the slopes of the mountain. So any major sound, any major difference would tip the snow off. Okay, so let's just say this is the mountain and this white marker is your snow. Something or the other happen, let's just anything happen, a big loud noise or any sort of disturbance, then this would slide down, right? This would slide down. And imagine a big mountain with huge snow coming down at you. You have no chance to survive. So that's an avalanche. Massive, a downcoming of snow. A massive avalanche has recently occurred in Kedar Peak area of Chorabari Glacial Lake region near Kedarnath Shrine in Uttarakhand. Okay, near Kedarnath Shrine in Uttarakhand. As per the authorities, no increase in water level was observed in the Saraswati river. No increase in the water level was observed in Saraswati river. It a tributary of Mandakini river that flows through the Kedarnath Shrine. So water level, why? Because we have snow. Snow is again, when it dissolves, it would definitely increase the level of water, but no noticeable change was observed. So that's a good thing. Okay, we do not want any sudden upsurge in water level because that would flood the adjoining areas. Again, it would be a massive problem for us. Okay. All right. So now, yes, now we'll talk about the schedule. Now we'll talk about the schedule. What the schedule that we have at hand. So 21 days to crack SSC CGL back-to-back revision sessions. Earlier we spoke about marathons. Okay, so now from on Monday 8 to 10, I'll be taking your current affairs sessions. That is me. Okay. Okay, at 1 to 2 p.m. we have Tausif sir who would be taking English. At 2 to 3 we have Ankit sir who will take reasoning. Then 3 to 5 we have Shashank sir for general awareness, and 5 to 7 we have Sanjay sir for maths, and 7 to 10 we have Devender sir for static GK. So this is the schedule for Monday. Let's talk about Tuesday. Tuesday we have again 8 to 10 I would be taking current affairs. Then 1 to 2 your class would start from Tausif sir for English, Then for reasoning, 2 to 3, 3 to 5 general awareness, 5 to 7 Sanjay sir for maths, and 7 to 10 for Shashank sir for GA. Okay, then we come to Wednesday. Wednesday I'll kick off the sessions with current affairs, 8 to 10 for 2 hours. Then again English 1 to 2, 2 to 3 reasoning. Then I would come again, 3 to 5. I would come for geography, then 5 to 7 maths, and then 7 to 10 again maths. Okay, that would be reasoning. Okay, so it's Sanjay sir maths. So it would be a big long session. Okay, so next we have Milan sir again 8 to 10. Then you have Tosi sir English. This for Thursday. You can see it here. And then let's move to Friday. Same schedule. Okay, and then we have Saturday. I'll be coming in 8 to 10, and I'll also be coming at 3 to 5 for geography. So I'll be coming every day 8 to 10 for current affairs, and on Wednesday and on Saturdays 3 to 5 for geography, 2 hours. Alright, so today is Saturday. I would be meeting you guys again 3 to 5 for geography. Okay, let's come back to the questions without any. Okay, Sunday. Yes, how can we forget Sunday? Sunday we also have class. So there's no weekday off. 21 days. We are doing extremely hard work. Okay, so extreme hard work for you guys. So no off days in the next 21 days. So I would request you guys also to not take any off days. So this is the schedule, okay, on Sundays as well. All right. And just to give you a heads up, on Sundays for current affairs, I'll be taking the revision of the entire day. So Friday, Saturday, what we did, Sunday would be a revision session. Okay. All the questions that were discussed on Friday and Saturday, Sunday would be an entire revision session, and Sundays are dedicated for every week's revision for current affairs. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next one, question number 17. Let's move to the next one. Question number 17. Question number 17 says, which country is the leading exporter of basmati rice? Which country is the leading exporter of basmati rice to the global market of 2021 to 22? So, which country do we have which sells out which exports the largest quantities of basmati rice? Is it A, China? Is it B, Iran? Is it C, the USA? Or is it D, India? Which country is the country with maximum exports of basmati rice? The answer is option D, Mera Bharat Mahan, that is India. Okay, the answer is India. India is the leading exporter of basmati rice to the global market, as it exported 3948,161. So it's not 3000, it's 39,48,161 metric ton of basmati rice, which was worth a whopping 26,416 crore of rupees during 2021 and 22. So agriculture has always been our major forte. We've always been able to give amazing agriculture products. We have amazing land, and with this I come to a question. India is bestowed, or India is rather very lucky to have very good quality soil, and the name of the soil is alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is the soil which is the best quality soil for agriculture, okay, for farming. So we have wheat, we have other things, which are very easily grown in alluvial soil. Okay, so alluvial soil is majorly in the Gangetic region, that is the northern plains. Okay, that is the northern plains. Okay, so next we have the Indian Agricultural Research Institute, IARI, recently organized Kisan Sampark Yatra in Haryana and Punjab. Kisan Sampark Yatra in Haryana and Punjab to obtain feedback on the 3 newly released IARI basmati varieties. Okay, so this is again an extra information that Indian Agriculture Research Institute, IARI, recently organized a Kisan Sampark Yatra in 2 very important, agriculturally very important states of India, Punjab and Haryana, the Punjab and Haryana, to obtain feedback on the 3 newly released IARI basmati varieties. Pusa Basmati 1847, new variety. how does it fare? How's it like? Pusa Basmati 1847, Pusa Basmati 1885, and Pusa Basmati 1886 were ICAR ARI with inbuilt resistance to diseases. Okay, so a major problem with agriculture crops is a very major problem is this. This is a very major problem when you have it in a irregular fashion. Irregular monsoon, when we have lot of water coming down, when we have no water coming down. So both the situations are very difficult. Okay, so that is one major trouble point or one major pain point of agriculture in India. Obviously, we have agriculture irrigational facilities, but not in every part of India we have good irrigational infrastructure or groundwater available. Okay, so irregular monsoon is one, and another big thing is diseases. Plant diseases. Okay, so plants diseases, insects. So these are the pain points of Indian agriculture. So they have built a variety of 3 varieties of basmati which are inbuilt resistance to diseases. Okay, so enough conversation on this one. Also, we ventured a little into geography. That is the beauty of current affairs. Current affairs not restricted solely to current events, but we can diverge. We can go to universe. We can talk about the universe. We talk about Ganymede, the biggest moon of Jupiter. Now we're talking about monsoon, agriculture. We can do a lot of things in current affairs. The general awareness part or the static GK part, everything is included. Current affairs is the big daddy. Current affairs is a big daddy. Everything included. Okay. So next one. Okay, question number 18. Let's talk about question number 18. Question number 18 says, it reads, which state UT launched a 15-point winter action plan. So winter action plan is launched by which is the following state to curb air pollution. So it's a very big, very major problem in India when we have winters knocking at the door. We have winters around the corner. There would always be an upsurge and increase in air pollution. There's always be an increase in air pollution, and people who live in North India, especially in this part where we have the NCR region, they can relate to it. Okay, they can relate to it. So 15-point winter action plan, very important, very important here, very imperative. Is it A, Punjab, B, Delhi, C, Haryana, or D, Rajasthan? So which of the following states released a 15-point winter action plan? The correct answer is yes, the capital of the country, Delhi. The capital of the country, Delhi. So let's talk a little more about this one. The Delhi government announced a 15-point winter action plan to curb air pollution in the capital region. Yeah, very important. I would say just not make 15, make 50-point program, because such is the adverse situation of pollution in the NCR region. Okay, so if 15 points are not even enough, make a 50-point one, but implement that. Next, it would include the installation of 233 anti-smoke guns. Anti-smoke guns 233. And just to tell you, what is a smog? Smog is smoke plus fog. So when you have smoke, pollution, and fog, the winter fog, when you have those two things coming together, you get a very deadly combination that is very difficult for everyone, not just people who are suffering from asthma, but if you're not suffering from asthma, you will get asthma. That is the condition here. Okay. Okay, and deployment of at least 150 mobile anti-smoke guns. So anti-smoke guns, they'll mobile. That means they can be transferred. They could be at the northern at part A in Delhi today. They can be part B in Delhi tomorrow, and so they can also be on the move. They can always be on the move. Okay. So next one is point number 3. The government is carrying out research in collaboration with IIT Kanpur to know the amount of pollution, and its source at any given point of time. Yes, we have to understand the source. We are just fighting an enemy, okay, which we cannot know. If it would be very difficult to win any battle if we do not know the where the enemy is coming from, why it is coming from, how it is coming from. It's there. The smog is there, but what are the different things that we can do to eliminate or eradicate it completely? So we are in talks. The government is talks with IIT Kanpur. Okay, so this is done. This question is done. Let's move to the next one. Okay, chalo, let's do the next one. A question, yes, a question from international geopolitics. Very, very interesting. Geopolitics is a very interesting subject. If you have time, read it. But as of now, we'll just talk about this question. Luhansk and Donetsk, they are name of two places or two cities rather. You have to tell me, they were in the news, they were recently discussed in news. They are located in which country? Luhansk and Donetsk made to the news articles, made into the news discussions, but why were they discussed? Is it and where the areas are located? Are the areas in Russia? Are the areas in Canada? Are the areas in Ukraine? Are the areas in Mongolia? Where are the areas? So I'm sure a few of you must have guessed it right. The answer to this question is option C, Ukraine. Answer option C, Ukraine. Now, why are we discussing this? Why these states? Why these areas or cities were in news? Let's discuss in a little elaborate fashion. Vladimir Putin will annex 4 more areas of Ukraine to Russia. Okay, after referendums were held in Luhansk and Donetsk. We know that there is this big war that is going on between Russia and we'll say Ukraine. Let's just say this way. Okay, so Russia versus Ukraine. Okay, so Russia is the big mighty bulldog. I would say big mighty pit bull or bulldog, and Ukraine is a little chihuahua. Okay, a small dog. Okay, so Russia is trying to annex different parts of Ukraine. In 2014, there's a peninsula called as Crimea. The peninsula called as Crimea, an area, okay, which belonged to Ukraine, but which Russia always claimed to be theirs. So that was annexed. So this already went in 2014 to Russia. Okay, Russia got it. Russia took it by force. Okay, and next two areas, Luhansk and Donetsk, were also acquired, were also forfeited, were also taken away from Ukraine. Okay, and two more areas. So Luhansk and Donetsk were in the east, and Zaporizhia and Kherson in the south. So these two areas. So that means 2 plus 2, 4 areas. Total 4 areas were annexed. And just to tell you a little more about this one, in this city, the Ukrainians had a nuclear plant. They had a nuclear plant. So when nuclear comes into picture, everyone is scared. Everyone is scared when we have nuclear problems, when we have a potential nuclear problem at hand. Okay, so is it discussed? This one discussed. Okay, let's move on. Chalo. Okay, next one. As per UGC guidelines, what is the percentage limit of seats for foreign students in higher educational institutes? So we do know that we can have foreign students. They can come to India, okay, and they can study in India. But there has to be some upper limit or upper cap to it. So what is the upper limit? What is the upper cap that UGC, University Grants Commission, has allowed, okay, or has asked the institutes to keep it under check? What is the limit? Is it A50? Is it B30? Is it C45? Or is it D25? What is the correct answer? The correct answer to the question is option D, that is 25. So 25% or 1/4 of the entire admissions. Okay, so 1/4 or 25% of the entire admissions can be of foreign students for any institution of higher education. Okay, let's just talk a little more about this one. As per University Grants Commission, UGC guidelines, higher education institutions can now create up to 25% seats. They are not 25 seats, they are 25% of the entire admission for foreign students, for people who are not Indian. Okay, universities will be free to choose their admission policy for foreign students while adopting a transparent admission process. The process should be transparent in the sense what does a transparent process means? It should be it can be accessed by anyone. Okay, excuse me. Next one, this 25% of supernumerary seats of international students will not, please lay emphasis on will not include students under exchange programs. Now, what is an exchange program? There are students from different countries who come to a different country, a different school, a different college just for a few months, just to see the culture, just to see how it's taught, what is taught, and just to see and understand the different culture. Okay, so they are in a higher education institute only for a few months. It is 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, but they're never there to stay. They move back. But foreign students, they are there to complete their degree, be it 3 years, be it 4 years, or whatever time they are pleased to have. Okay. Okay, next one. Question number 21. So we have discussed 20 questions till now. Okay. So if you're liking the session, please leave a thumbs up and kindly share the session among your peers, peer group, among your WhatsApp group. Tell your students, tell your friends, tell your brothers, tell your sisters, tell your cousins, whoever is, tell your neighbors, okay, whoever is wishing to prepare for the exam, who is preparing for the exam. And if you happen to not know anyone who's prepared the exam, then kindly circulate in your family WhatsApp group. Current affairs is knowledge. It is a way to stay updated. So yeah, what better way to stay updated than daily current affairs? 8 to 10, 2 hours. It's a revision session. From next on, we would have a daily current affair. This is more inclined to revision. But after the CGL is over, we would bring in current affairs for CHSL. It would be more daily focused. Okay. So make it spread like a wildfire. All right. Chalo, let's move on to next one. 21, Universal Service Obligation Fund. Universal Service Obligation Fund, USOF, is associated with which union ministry? So I would say it's a rather straightforward question, because they have straight away gave a name of a fund, and they have asked the name of the ministry it is associated with. Okay, is it a Ministry of Communication? Is it Ministry of Shipping, Ministry of Home Affairs, MHA, or Ministry of Electronics and IT? The correct answer is option A, Ministry of Communication. Ministry of Communication. Now the question arises, what is Universal Service Obligation Fund? What is it? Let's understand. Okay. Okay. So Universal Service Obligation Fund, or USOF, a body under the Department of Telecommunication. So it is under the body of Department of Telecommunication and Ministry of Communication. And Ministry of Communication officially launched Telecom Technology Development Fund, or TTDF. Now what is it? So a fund is launched. Now what does it aim to do? What this fund aims to do? Any fund is a corpus amount. It's money. What do you want to do with that money? What do you wish to do with Telecom Technology Development Fund? So one thing we can understand, it is for something development, to make something. Okay, telecom technology to something to do with communication. That is why Ministry of Communications is involved. So the scheme aims to promote indigenous manufacturing and innovation in the sector. So again, it reads development. So what they wish to do? They want to manufacture, they want to innovate. Okay, they want to manufacture, they want to innovate indigenously, yani ki locally. That means locally in the sector of communication. Okay, TTDF aims to fund research. So this money would be used to fund research and development in rural specific communication technology applications. Okay, so it is more inclined toward rural areas. Okay, not urban but rural. And which sector? Communication. Okay, research and manufacturing. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Okay, so next one is excuse me. Which country has been, question number 22, which country has been named the first, which city, I beg your pardon, it's city. Which city has been named the first in Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2022. So I think it is not difficult to guess, because there is one city which is topping the list, which is doing amazingly well in terms of cleanliness, and as a famous saying goes, cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, so if your areas are clean, if your area is nice, okay, so you wish to work, you tend to work. Okay, okay. So next, the option is A, Mysuru, B, Indore, C, Chennai, or D, Bangalore. So which of the following, which city has been named the first in Swachh Sarvekshan Award? I think you must have guessed by now. It's B, Indore, because Indore has been at the top of the list from quite some time now. Okay. So in the category of best performing states in Swachh Sarvekshan Award, Indore. Okay, so it would be best performing cities. Okay, best performing cities. In Swachh Sarvekshan Awards 2022, Indore was declared the cleanest city for the sixth time. So, can you imagine? Sixth time in a row. As they say, winning is a habit. Winning is a habit. So, sixth time in a row, Indore has won it. The best or the cleanest city. And the next is Surat. The next is Surat. And the third one is Navi Mumbai. So, Indore. So, list goes Indore, Surat and Navi Mumbai. The three most cleanest city of the country. In the state category, we have Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh. Where is Indore? Where is Indore? Indore is in the state of Madhya Pradesh. So very easy to remember. If you remember if you have to remember city. City comes first. The state is also coming first in the category of states. Okay, Indore number one cities. Madhya Pradesh, the state in which Indore is. Okay. Followed by Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Followed by Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. So it's Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra. Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra top three in states category, and we have Indore. Then we have Surat and Navi Mumbai in the cities category. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. All right, let's move on. Okay, so next question, question number 3. So I can see some people are answering. Okay, so try to answer the question. If you're watching the session, that is very nice. If you're listening to whatever I'm saying, that's very nice. But if you're not commenting, then that's very bad. Okay, so you have to mark your presence. You have to comment. As I told you earlier, there are no right answers. There are no wrong answers. It's a learning process. This 2-hour session, this 2-hour current affairs session is to learn. Okay. Whatever you feel like, if you see a question, you feel like to take a guess, take a guess. Okay. It might be right, it might be wrong. If it is right, you will be very happy that I got it. But if it is wrong, then what will happen? Then you'll understand, oh, I said option D, but option A is correct. So that would leave a mark in your head. So you'd always remember that this question, if that question comes in the exam, you would say, I marked this question wrong in this session, but actually the correct option was option A. So this is the option A here. Okay, so it's a win-win situation. If you get it right, your brain will register. If you get it wrong, your brain will also register. So the main point is to get things registered in your brain. Okay, I couldn't ask more for you guys to. I cannot say more, but please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Exampur SSC. Okay, English medium. Please subscribe and like the session and share it. So subscribe, like and share. 3 very important things. 3 very important. All right. Okay, let's move on. Next we have question number 23. As per the recent Indian Railways policy, by which year the fleet of vehicles of railways would be replaced with electric vehicles? About time. So railways are every day on the move, 24 hours a day, 31 days a month, 12 months a year, 365 days, 366 days in leap year. So every time they are on the move. We have goods train coming in, going out. We have passenger trains coming in, going out. We have new passenger trains being launched. Okay, so new technology is being employed. So with this continuous process, what we are giving the society, what we are giving to the world, that's pollution. If you are using coal, or if you're using anything with diesel, okay, excuse me, if you're anything using which is not electric, that means you are polluting the environment big time. You're polluting the environment big time. So, excuse me. So railways has made a policy that we will launch a fleet of vehicles that would replace with your electric vehicles. Okay. So question number 23, the correct answer is B, 2025. By 2025 we would achieve that. Okay. So very interesting take here. There are two different years. One is 2025, one is 2023. So what is the difference? Allow me to tell you. The railways has floated a policy under which it plans to replace its entire fleet of vehicles that run on diesel. So railway engines which are running on diesel will be replaced. On biofuels will be replaced. On natural gas will be replaced. Though the numbers might not be very big, but it is a step in the right direction. Okay. So diesel will be replaced, biofuel will be replaced, and natural gas will be replaced with electric vehicles. So these are more easier to phase out. They are because they might be less in number. Okay. Excuse me. By December 2025. Okay, so from 2026 onward, we wouldn't see these with the railways. Okay, next is India has set an ambitious plan to make India 100% electric vehicle by 2030. So by 2030, the Indian Railways is planning to make the entire fleet of railways completely 100% electric. That's gonna be a big task, a humongous task, I would say, because our dependency on this is huge. Our dependency on coal is huge. If we want to shift gear, we have to move away from coal. It would be very difficult because coal, India produces coal. Not a very good quality of coal, but it does the job. So we produce coal, and it is locally available. It can be locally fetched, and it is regularly used, and it's a very cheap source of energy, cheap source of power. But to move on to electric vehicles or electric infrastructure, because electric vehicles would also need maintenance, that is part one, but the major part is charging facility. You have to charge. Okay, you have to charge. So by 2030, everything 100% electric by 2030, and by 2025, diesel, biofuels and natural gas will be phased out. Okay, under the railway policy, a vast charging infrastructure would be created at major railway stations, office buildings and parking lots. As I told you, we would also need big, huge, we all know the size of an electric, railway engine is huge. So if we have to charge every single railway engine, then we would need a big charging space. So that is why they are asking, they are trying to make office buildings a charging spot, parking lots a charging spot, and major railway stations a charging spot. So a big charging infrastructure has to be created. Okay, so the world belongs to electric vehicles. Okay, and just to tell you extra information, the Indian government also gives subsidy on electric vehicles. So if you're planning to buy an electric scooter or electric vehicle, the price of that would be little lower than your conventional fossil fuel guzzlers, because the government of India provides subsidies as of now. So if you're planning to buy a vehicle, why not go for electric? Okay, go electric, save bills, save environment, don't do any pollution. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Excuse me. So next question reads, which city was host to General Assembly of International Criminal Police Organization or Interpol? So we had General Assembly meeting of Interpol. So the question is, where was it organized? So where was it organized? So was it A, Lyon? It is in France. It's a city in France. Seattle is a city in USA. New Delhi, we all know. New Delhi, where is New Delhi? Just for the sake of it, I'll write here. And for Dhaka, we all know where is Dhaka. Okay, it's in our neighboring state. Okay, once upon a time, part of India, pre-partition, but now in Bangladesh. Okay, so the correct answer is yes, Mera Bharat Mahan, New Delhi. So the General Assembly, the General Assembly of Interpol was conducted, or was New Delhi was host to General Assembly of Interpol. And excuse me, just to tell you a little extra information, because extra informations are like cherry on the cake, always appreciated. There's no harm or no ill effect of having some extra pieces of information. So Leon is where the headquarter of Interpol. Okay. So where is the headquarter of Interpol? It is in Lyon. And where is Lyon? It is in France. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, it reads International Criminal Police Organization. Interpol is an international organization headquartered at Lyon, France. Was established in the year 1923. The year is pretty important. The year is important for organizations. Whenever we talk about any organization, it is important to know the headquarter. It is important to know, also important to know when it was established. And if you can know who is at the helm of the affairs, or who is holding the organization, who is the top position, that is also a big plus. Try to remember it. This is the second time India since 1997 we are host to such conference. So before 2022, it was 1997 that we hosted it. Okay, the General Assembly of Interpol is headed by a president who holds the office for 4 years. So what is the name of the position, the highest position of General Assembly of Interpol? That's called president, and president is appointed for how many years? 4 years. And the name of the president is Ahmed Nasir Al Raisi of USA, also UAE, of UAE, United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates. Capital of United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. Okay, so Ahmed Nasir Al Raisi. All right. Okay, let's move on. All right. So yes, we have Avan. Avan Tariq saying good morning. Good morning, brother. Yes, Avan. Yes, Avan. Red list, black list, yellow list. Yes, so these they are different lists that are issued by Interpol. It is black list, it is red list, yes, yellow list. It is for people who have committed different kinds of crime. So any person with serious offense given red list. Any person with let's say economic or financial crime is given a different list. So different categories of people. Then we have a list wherein we do not have to do any arrest, but to keep an eye on the person, surveillance. That is a different list. Okay, so people are categorized in different lists. So Avan is very right. Thank you, Avan, for this extra information. I hope you like the session, and share, and also subscribe, brother. Do not forget to subscribe. Okay, the next question in front of us. Which team won the 61st? Which team won the 61st Subroto Cup? Which team won the 61st Subroto Cup under 17 boys? It's a football event. It's a football event. Excuse me. Subroto Cup, very important one. So you tell me which team, or rather which football club won it. Okay. So I'll just give you 10-20 seconds to answer the question. Okay, everyone. So, okay, chalo. So, okay, so answer to this question is, which team won it? The correct answer is Pilgrim HSS. Pilgrim HSS. So Pilgrim HSS is a football club from Nagaland. It's a football club from Nagaland, which won the cup. Okay. So Pilgrim HSS is from Nagaland, won the cup after 42 years. So they have to wait a big time, that is 42 years, to get the cup. They defeated Chandigarh HSS in the final. So Chandigarh was defeated by the Pilgrim HSS from Nagaland, and they won the Subrata Cup. So this question is asked straight away, who won it? Okay, but in the exam it can be asked through the static GK route. They can say Subrata Cup is associated with which of the following sports? The answer would be football. Yes. So it can be asked in different ways. Okay. All right. So before we move on to the question of the day, before we move on to that, let me just do a quick revision. Okay, so as you all know, after this session we have question of the day, so wherein I put questions to you, and I would request you guys to answer that question in the comment section so that I can answer it the next time around. Okay. Nagaland capital Kohima. So Avan is giving amazing facts. Avan, thank you so much, brother. Nagaland capital is Kohima. Yes, the capital of Nagaland is Kohima. Excuse me. And official language of Nagaland. It's a very amazing point pointed out by Avan. That the state of Nagaland has the official language. Can you believe? It's English. So yes, we do have a state in the country whose state language is English. Okay, so Nagaland state language is English. Okay, okay. So before we move on to the question of the day, I would like us to do a little quick revision. Okay, let's just revise. Excuse me. Let's just revise everything. And before we say before we revise things, I would like to know what is your level of preparation. Where are you guys stuck, or at what stage or what phase of your preparation you are in? What are you doing right now? Are you practicing questions, or are you just trying to complete the syllabus? Where are we right now? Okay. So during any exam preparation, during the preparation of any exam, things get monotonous. There is a certain degree of monotony. But the problem is we have to overcome that monotony, and we have to strive for the best. There might be subjects which you do not like. You don't like maths, but you have to do maths. That is what you have to do. Now the level of, or the reputation of English and general awareness and reasoning, I would say reasoning and general has been increased. So the general awareness and reasoning are going to be asked in the next year also. Okay. Yes, Avan. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay. So let's do a quick revision before we wrap up the session. We'll wrap up the session in some time, but let's just quickly revise things so that we are in a better position after the end of the session. Okay. Okay. So from last to first, which team won the 61 Subrata Cup? Under 17, it was Pilgrim HSS from Nagaland. I want you guys to remember and to revise quickly now. So entire session is going to be revised fatafat quickly. Okay. So which city was host to General Assembly of International Criminal Police Organization Interpol? The answer would be New Delhi. Now you do not need any option. Question, answer, question, answer. Okay, it should be that quick. Okay, as per the recent Indian Railways policy, by which year the fleet of vehicles of railways would be replaced with electrical vehicles? So 2025 would be the correct answer. So electric vehicles 2025 complete. Matlab you are also phasing out coal. So 2030 for the entire fleet. Okay. Now, which city has been named the first in Swachh Sarvekshan Award 2022? So what would be the correct answer? Indore. Yes, quickly revision. Okay, we'll revise quickly. Universal Service Obligation Fund USOF associated with which ministry? Ministry of Communication. They are trying to make a fund to manufacture communication equipments which are rurally inclined. Okay, which are inclined for the rural areas. Okay, next is UGC guideline. As per UGC guideline, what is the percentage of foreign students allowed in an institution of higher education? That is 2525. Previous one, Luhansk and Donetsk are two regions which we are discussed in, we have seen in news recently, and they are from which country? They are from Ukraine. Yes, Avan is saying something. Goa was independent from Portuguese 1921, 1961 Operation Vijay. Avan is absolutely correct. You are very right, Avan. Goa was independent, was made free from the Portuguese rule long after the British went away. Okay, in 1961 Operation Vijay. Very nice. So answer to this question is Ukraine. Next, which state UT launched 15-point winter action plan to curb pollution? That is Delhi. So in Delhi, we need a program. I would say not 15. We should have a 500-point program or 50-point program. We need a big program here. Next one. Which country is the leading exporter of basmati rice? India is the leading exporter of basmati rice for the year 2021-22. We have already discussed this one. Okay. All right. So, Chorabari Glacial Lake, it was discussed in news. For it is in which state? It is in the state of Uttarakhand. Okay. Quick revision, fadafat. Next one, which Bollywood actor has been declared National Icon of Election Commission of India, ECI? National Icon of Election Commission of India is none other than Pankaj Tripathi. Pankaj Tripathi, Kalin Bhaiya of Mirzapur. Okay. Avan is saying something. Hyderabad Operation Polo. Yes, Hyderabad. Yes, the state of Hyderabad was under the Nizam of Hyderabad, and it was after the Indian Army undertook Operation Polo. Absolutely correct, Avan. Bilkul sahi. Okay, we have discussed our app also. Okay, recently a cyclone named Dash hit Bangladesh. So answer is Sitrang. Sitrang hit Bangladesh in the month of October. So that can also be asked. Okay, Dash are financial instruments. Dash are financial instruments that generate proceeds for investment in environmental sustainable climate. So, to invest in environmental sustainable projects, green bonds are issued by the country. Okay, green bonds. Okay, China is the biggest producer of gold. And so, Avan, I love Avan. Avan, you're throwing out facts back, left, right, and center. Very nice. China is the biggest producer of gold. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Okay, and next Arun Bali. Arun Bali was from the field of cinema. Next. Okay, Prime Minister of Israel. New Prime Minister of Israel is Benjamin Netanyahu. He's the previous one. Yair Lapid was the previous one. Benjamin Netanyahu the newest one. Okay. Okay. Then we have the famous US intelligence contractor Edward Snowden has been recently awarded a citizenship of Russia by Vladimir Putin. Okay. Rashtriya Ekta Divas 31st October. Rashtriya Ekta Divas 31st October. National Unity Day 31st October. 21st October we celebrate, we observe UN Day. Then 11th November we have National Education Day. Then on 25th December we have Good Governance Day. Okay. And also Christmas. The Good Governance Day is celebrated, is observed because of the birth anniversary of late Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Okay, so two new beaches have made a list of blue beaches. One is Thundi, other one is Kadmat. Blue beaches are extremely clean beaches. Okay, next one. Who among the following won men's Ballon d'Or? Ballon d'Or award for men 2022 is won by Karim Benzema, Real Madrid's star player. Okay. Who among the following was the winner of Britain's Booker Prize? Britain's Booker Prize was won by Shehan Karunatilaka, Sri Lankan. Okay, he's a Sri Lankan. Okay, next is which Indian city has been conferred with World Green City Award 2022 of International Association for Horticulture Producers? This name of city is Hyderabad. Okay, quick revision of the entire session. Very important. I hope you are also answering, you are also revising with me. Current affairs are very volatile in nature. They are very mischievous. They will never sit in your head the first time around. You have to do, you have to continuously revise them. So, which higher education institution from India secured the highest ranking in the Times Higher Education Ranking 2023? The answer is option D, IISc, Bangalore. Okay. Then we have another one. Third one, what is the rank of India Global Hunger Index? The rank is 122 given by the authorities. ठीक है, but the Indian government is not accepting this. Okay. Israel capital, Awan is asking, Israel capital is Tel Aviv or Jerusalem? Awan, the capital is Jerusalem. Okay, Jerusalem has been appointed as the new capital, and USA also accepted it. Tel Aviv is not the capital right now. It was previously the capital, but also it's now the administrative head. We have business in Tel Aviv. It's a very important city, but officially shifted to Jerusalem. Okay, Jerusalem is the capital of Israel now, officially. Okay, next we move on to which of the following states hosted 36th edition of national game? Gujarat hosted. Next, who's going to host next for the year 2023? Goa. Next one, Goa. Previous one, Gujarat. Talking about national games. All right. Next one. Okay, so we had the list of Nobel Prize winners. Okay, so Nobel Prize winners 2022. They are asking for literature. Literature is for Annie Ernaux. Literature, Annie Ernaux. So a quick revision is done. Let's just quickly go to the last one now, because I've got some questions for you. As we all know that at the end of this session, what we do? We always go for question of the day. So question of the day. Excuse me. I've got question of the day for you. And question of the day, like I said yesterday, I got 2 questions for you. Those questions, question of the day is mostly like your homework. Okay, so it is supposed to be done. It's supposed to be researched. Okay, so question of the day. So yesterday I got 2 questions for you in the start of the session. Today I've answered those questions. Now I got another 2 questions for you. So we have okay. So question of the day. All right. So question of the day. So we have 2 questions. Number one. National Maritime Heritage Complex. National Maritime Heritage Complex is located in which state? Okay, so excuse me, very simple, straightforward question. Why it is simple? Because they're asking about a place, a organization, or if anything of that kind is asked, where is this? Name the place, name the state. It's a very straightforward question. Okay. The National Maritime Heritage Complex is located in which state? Is it Maharashtra? Is it Tamil Nadu? Is it Karnataka? Is it Gujarat? So where is it located? I want you guys to go to research and find out and learn and type in the comment section. Okay, type in the comment section the correct answer to the question. Okay, so this is to everyone. Okay, whoever is watching the session now or whoever will watch the session later on. Okay, and if you stumble upon this channel by mistake, if you're just going around Exampur channel and just saw this by English Prep, try to subscribe it if you're loving it, if you're liking it, the content, the preparation, if you're liking it, and if you know someone who happens to prepare for the exam, just spread the word out. Just share a link in your WhatsApp group. Okay. So one is done. Excuse me. Okay, the next one, another question of the day. Which city? Question number 2. Which city was host to first ever National Coal Conclave and Exhibition 2022 held recently? So which city was host to the first ever National Coal Conclave Exhibition 2022? Such kind of questions are also asked in the exam. Where was this event happened? Yesterday we discussed about World India Water Week. So India Water Week was in Greater Noida. Okay, so such things are asked in the exam. So they are very volatile in nature because name of the state, name of the city, you happen to forget. Okay, so is it A, Chennai? Is it B Kolkata, or is it C, Mumbai, or is it D, New Delhi? So we have 2 questions for you. First one was asking about which state National Maritime Heritage Complex. Chalo, I'll give you a hint on this one. The answer to this question is the state wherein we have the first port city of India. Which was the first port city of India? The first port city of India was Lothal. as we know, when we study the Harappan civilization, the Indus Valley civilization, Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata, when we read that, when we learn that, then we understand that the first port city was at Lothal. So the state which has Lothal, around that area we have National Maritime Complex. What a place to make, what a place to make a National Maritime Complex, because the place already have an amazing history. Lothal has the first port of the country. Okay, so maritime history rightly there, and National Coal Conclave exhibition in which state? So these are my questions. These are my 2 questions for you. Excuse me. So, okay, your throat tends to get dry when you speak a lot. Okay. Okay, so Avan is typing a lot of things. He's writing. Okay, superb. So Avan is giving out a lot of facts. All well, all nice, brother. Giving a lot of facts. Thank you so much for the facts. Okay. Yes, Diamond City, Surat. So Avan is preparing a lot. I'm impressed. Very good, Avan. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up. So these were the 2 questions for you. Question number 1, question number 2. I hope Avan, I hope everyone else will give proper answer in the comment section. And if you'll give the guy, and tomorrow I will discuss this question. And tomorrow I'll get some new questions. This new current affairs session coming up. New question of the day. All right. Try to spread the word across to your friends. Try to spread it around in your family group if you know someone is preparing, or just share the link of the session. Subscribe and give a thumbs up. All right. So that's from me for today. We'll meet tomorrow, same time, same place, 8 a.m., 8 to 10. Okay, every 2-hour class every morning. Even on Sundays. Tomorrow is a Sunday. On Sundays we're gonna have weekly revision. So whatever we did in the entire week, it will be merged, clubbed, and it will be presented in a weekly format. Okay, in a weekly revision format rather. So tomorrow also I would coming for the next 21 days. It started yesterday, so next 19-20 days or so till 1st December, when we launch the exam. The exam of CGL is undertaken. We're gonna every day we are going to get marathons, classes, current affairs, questions, practice. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining in today. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.